Hello everyone, and welcome to my Soaps General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers claim that Holly Sutton stole Jen Sidwell's diamonds and organized a deal that has definitely fallen through. Holly wasn't happy about the updates she heard over the phone, but she swiftly reversed gears and now wants to do business with Sonny Corinthos. Whether Sonny's willing to strike a deal with Holly or not, serious trouble could be building. Sidwell simply might have a surprise link to the newest woman in Sonny's life. Of course, we're talking about Natalia Ramirez, who keeps pondering on her difficult exes. Natalia parted from Blaze aka Allison Ali Rogers' father, but she also has a son named Eloy from a previous relationship. Could Eloy's father be Sidwell? Was Natalia in a disastrous romance with Sidwell once upon a time? Natalia is definitely fascinated in Sonny, but she's also afraid of his financial connections and all the problems she may get dragged into. However, Natalia could play a role in that issue herself if Sidwell finds she's the lady Sonny's pursuing. If Sonny does wind up negotiating a deal with Holly for Sidwell's stolen diamonds, things are going to get ugly. Sidwell may fume about Sonny having the guts to steal his diamonds and his old flame. There's a significant chance viewers will find out that Sidwell never really got over Natalia and that he still desires a reunion. Considering what we've seen from Sidwell so far, he was presumably an aggressive monster that Natalia had to break free from. Now Sidwell might slide back into the picture for Natalia and decide he wants her back. Sidwell might even have the idea that if he can't be with Natalia, no one can, certainly not Sonny if he winds up with Holly's stolen gems. Sidwell might become a new opponent for Sonny and set the setting for some tricky situations. Sonny may step up to protect Natalia from Sidwell's dominating tendencies and deliver a big love turning point. Our GH predictions imply that Sonny and Sidwell could be preparing up for some significant showdowns, so stay tuned for any startling Natalia news that could be coming. General Hospital spoilers suggest Sidwell is really headed to Port Charles, which might lead to plenty of trouble erupting. General Hospital spoilers and rumors tease a certain pair of greedy characters in Port Charles might just make the perfect couple, with their combined couple name being just one letter away from avarice. Might Avaric be a thing? We're talking about Ava Jerome and Rick Lansing. Ava and Rick are both renowned for appreciating fancy things and doing some fairly shifty things to preserve their lives, at least in their pasts. Rick married Nina Reeves while sleeping with her mother Madeline Reeves and worked with her to take her inheritance. Ava, on the other hand, perhaps wasn't in it for money when she kept taking her grown daughter's boyfriends, but she messed around with two of them. Still, Ava enjoys her lavish lifestyle and her martinis, and has been involved with a few rich guys. We may see Ava and Rick teaming together on a few sneaky swindles, but we can also see them becoming lovers. No doubt Avaric would make a gorgeous couple, but what would his daughter think? Ava doesn't have the best reputation for someone who'd be connected with a lawyer, and besides, it was her window that Christina Corinthos Davis plunged through. Molly Lansing Davis is already upset at their mother, Alexis Davis. Now she'd be mad with her dad. That's how their kid died. Sonny Corinthos wouldn't be delighted either, especially if Rick won the custody lawsuit over Avery Jerome Corinthos for Ava. Ava and Rick would own the town of Port Charles and everyone in it before they were done, should they couple up and do what they're greatest at. Avaric would be a very visible duo as they paint the town red, Rick a silver fox, and Ava a platinum blonde, and both wearing snazzy. There's just one issue: when two manipulators get together, can they really be able to trust each other, or will their bond be partly founded on sins of the past? They obviously can't condemn each other for their not-so-squeaky clean pasts, Rick keeping women in panic rooms and Ava sleeping with her daughter's boyfriends. If Rick doesn't already know Ava was from a mob family, someone will be sure to tell him. And even if there's no love lost between Carly Spencer and Ava, she might fill her in on that panic room experience. Speculations and rumors indicate with Scott Reeves' wife, Melissa Reeves, returning her Days of Our Lives role, would he return to GH as Stephen Lars Weber? The pair live in Tennessee in Nashville, and Melissa is currently filming. She'll appear 9 months from now. So even if it hasn't been stated, Scott might be filming as Steve soon. Recent developments in the program hint that Stephen Lars Weber might be making a comeback to the show shortly, especially following a recent mention of his name. His sister, Elizabeth Baldwin, was conversing with her close friend, Terry Randolph, and brought up that Stephen is out of prison and thriving in Sedona, Arizona. While it seems he hasn't resumed his medical career as a doctor, he is working in the healthcare field. Terry promptly inquired if Liz thought her brother would return back home. Liz, concerned about the future, expressed uncertainty about his homecoming, partly due to his tempestuous mother, Heather Weber. However, with the likelihood of Heather having a retrial and potentially being released from Pentonville, Stephen would feel forced to return, possibly driven to ensure she remains incarcerated. Elizabeth thought Steve would return because of how Heather had injured him and his ex-fiancée, Olivia Falconeri, now Quartermaine. Heather had injected Olivia with LSD, which brought on psychic visions for many years, many of them terrible. Currently, one of Elizabeth's exes, Rick Lansing, is representing Heather and trying to get her out of prison based on cobalt poisoning. Steve may be affected by the medical records, but it all relies on when Heather received that hip replacement. Was it before or after she stabbed Olivia with that needle? She's always been manipulative, and Jeff Weber might tell Steve and Elizabeth how she drank LSD spiked iced tea meant for toddler Steve's adoptive mom, Diana Taylor. Some suspected about Stephen Lars returning not as a recast, but on witnessing him on the TV series Nashville, which Jonathan Jackson was in, when Jonathan returned as Lucky Spencer. Obviously, with at least 2 GH stars on that now cancelled program playing parts, there must be connections between Jonathan and Scott, and Steve Burton lived in Nashville a while as well. It makes sense to question if Scott might not want to be around Melissa when she tapes Days of Our Lives while unconfirmed. Scott could be taping GA right now or shortly. But as far as why Stephen Lars would return, it definitely wouldn't be to reunite with Heather. It would probably be more out of protection of his family from her. Pretty practically no one, other than Jeff, can see through Heather's shows as well as Steve, and he won't be tricked by her again. So what do you guys think about this update? Let me know in the comment below. And if you like my videos, please press like and subscribe for more. I will see you guys next time.